Welcome back to my channel for the third time. If you're new here, welcome. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome back. Today is our garden tour for week something, because I don't even remember what week it is. So keep on watching. Alright guys, we're in the basement. I'm coming to show you how my stuff is curing. Alright, it's a little dark down here because I haven't turned on the light, but check it out, the onions are curing. So is some of this garlic. I still think we have a couple of more weeks left for this stuff to cure. But they look pretty good, even in the dark. Just saying. I'm sorry that it's dark. I should have turned on the light. And then here is the garlic and some onions. So it looks like they're a little bit better than they were before. So maybe these will not give me any trouble. So I'm gonna leave them for like another week or so curing, because the first batch I did, yeah, that was tough, people. That was tough. I mean, I still have garlic dehydrating, which I'm not sure if that's right. Like, it's taking forever. So we'll see. So first thing is first, we did remove some of the stuff that was here because we replanted it, our pineapples. So now we have less containers. We had to dump the blue raspberry that was in here that died. And the other one was the blue king that died. So, yes, please. I want to say that everything else look okay. These look like they're about to bud. So, I just been peeling the brown leaves off. We did do all this like a little while ago first, before, you know, I started recording. Grika. It has thorns. And I forgot. Here is my lemons. They're growing in. They're gorgeous. Some of my flowers died. I'm not sure why. This one is actually growing flowers, so that makes me excited. I also been taking out the leaves as they get brown. Here is my lemon, orange, and something tree. It also doing great so far. Not bad. I'm hot. The green stalk, I haven't found any more worms, so everything is growing as it should. My carrots seem to be trying to grow in. I do see a few, not a lot, that it is growing in. But Campbell keeps forgetting that I have carrots here, and he keeps throwing compost. So, I'm not sure how great it's gonna do. I'm not gonna stress it. At least I tried. If I get 2 carrots, I'm fine with that. My garlic that's been here, that's the newer version garlic that I have not been able to pull yet. Obviously they're slow growing. I don't know if it's the heat or what, but I'm gonna wait till like the end of maybe September and October. Maybe they'll grow more. Hopefully we don't get a snowstorm or anything. Now here are my peppers, and yesterday before we left to the party, we weren't going to do anything, but my mother-in-law was here, so we did do some harvesting yesterday, and she picked all of the peppers that were here. So that was very nice of her. Thank you, Grace. She loved it. It kept her entertained until we left to the party. So I'll show you a picture of the peppers right here. So that was all the peppers that came from these 3-4 containers. We had seedlings in here. I'm not sure what's the seedling, what's not. I did get a few buds of strawberries, so I'm hoping I get some strawberries. That will be great. We did get one huge, not huge, semi-huge. I think she cut it too early, but I can't, you know, can't complain. She's helping. She cut one of the peppers that was in this plant here, and I'll put a picture here. This one still doesn't have any peppers. My beans are struggling. I don't know why. I mean, I've been getting some, but they're still pretty much struggling really badly. This is, I believe, some kind of mint or something, I would hope. This is basil. So let's just clip it off. I hear if you clip it off, it turns into a bush. Yeah, this is mint. I can smell it in my finger already. The celery is doing great. You know, they're doing pretty good for being in this little cup. My flower got too big for it and it tipped over. And now it's drooping because it's been horribly hot. So you see, the beans are a little struggling. I mean, I've been getting some, but they still struggle. I'm not too worried because I did put, I did put beans in every container, so I still got good beans. Alright guys, I had to go inside and get me a tank top because it is hot. And my tray. But all of my little dollar store tiers are doing great. So you can see I got beets growing in. I have, I think that's more beets is what I put in there. So they're doing pretty good, I gotta say, for being $1. For being $1, they are doing its job. I gotta say, I don't think there's any seeds on the top, and there's no seeds on the third or the fourth one. I only put beets on the second tier, which I regret because I'm thinking I should have put at least something there, right? Use a space. These started dying out on me, and I ended up putting more dirt, putting it sort of like in a little pile so they don't tip over, and they're doing so much better now. Here I put in beans, and I have a tomato, obviously, and I did have a pepper. I don't know what this is. I don't think that's a pepper. I think that's just weed. We're about to find out, people. We're about to find out. Let's see. My handy dandy app that tells me what is what. We're about to find out. Because the only thing I had, yeah, this is weed. I'm starting to learn. Yay. What is what. I tend to let it grow a little bit bigger because I don't know what it is. And if it's too small, the app tells me the wrong thing. So I'm getting mad that my bean is actually bigger than my tomato plant. It's supposed to use it as a trellis, so it's making me mad. So now I know that all of these are weed too. So now I can pull these. Here I did have pepper seed, but it ended up dying. Only one grew out of it, but now that I know this is weed, I can take it out. This one died. That was the tomato plant. So that's alright. Try to get as much dirt back in here as I can, because that's important. I should have gloves on, but I always forget them. We also harvested tomatoes, so I will put a picture right here for all the tomatoes that came here from here. We still have a few, so I started taking out the ones that are almost done because it seems like that's when the bugs attack, and also the cracked ones. So I'm gonna leave this one for tomorrow. because it still looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave this one for one more day, and I'm gonna leave this one more day because it still looks pretty good. And this one I'm gonna grab now because it is cracked. So if you know what, no, let's leave it for tomorrow since I'm coming back tomorrow. Then my ginger is actually booming. Apple tree doing fine. Leeks, as you can see, it does look a little smaller because we harvested some yesterday. Yay! So I'm gonna put a picture right here of all the leeks that we harvested. It was about 10 of them or so. So some are still there because they're still small. This one has a flower, so I want to see what the flower look like. I don't want to tear that one up. Before I see any flowers booming, I will be pulling it. I think some of the seedlings came up, the ones that I thought that they weren't gonna come up, and that's why it's overcrowded. So I made the mistake of putting seeds in there, then the seeds never came up. I guess I was impatient, and I think now the seeds came up and now it's just overcrowded. I know, that was my bad. The marigold here in the corner, I guess I didn't need that many. I could have just done with one. And I think there was like 3 or 4 because I thought they were small. But apparently not. They grow really big. As far as using it for a pest control, it did not work over there. I still had a hermworm. I still see flies. Granted, I don't see a lot of leaves being eaten out of over there, so I'm not sure if that's the kind of bugs that's trying to pesticide for it. And over here, I don't have anything here that would eat the leaves, I guess. But in the surrounding area is these tomatoes, so the leaves are not eaten. I gotta say, but over there I do have leaves eaten, and I do have marigolds there. So me don't know, people, me don't know. I like it. It brings the bees, so it's okay. My asparagus still growing strong, thank gosh. The peppers are still puny. We did harvest one pepper from this plant right here, so I will put the picture here. It was just one, so I put it in the freezer so I can accumulate them and then do Cambo a hot sauce. Here I do have stuff growing, but it does not look like it's what I want to grow. I put more sweet peppers here, and I don't see any sweet peppers growing yet. Here neither. I don't think that's sweet pepper, so I gotta wait until it gets a little bit bigger. And here too, nothing yet. The potato, still good. The beans are doing great. All of my beans look like they're doing great. These are the other tomatoes. I gotta say, I don't like the black bags. Never buying anymore. One, they're not sturdy. They tend to turn unless they're full. And yeah, I don't, maybe I'll use it just for potatoes next time, depending on how that one does, or the sweet potato and the other one. That's my theory of testing. But I don't like them for my regular tomato stuff. These are doing great over here with lots of tomatoes, baby tomatoes. Here is the sweet potato. We did harvest an onion. I'll put it right here. I noticed the leaf was turning yellow, so I harvested. My guess is it's because it's not getting as much sun as it should be getting. So that's the bad part. This plant here with the sweet potato, whoa, lots of tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. So I guess the theory of putting sweet potatoes with tomatoes actually works. I did put beans in there as well. Not sure if it's gonna grab But those beans I'm gonna leave there until they're dried out. But these buckets, nothing has been happening to them. Actually, one of them, the one that was here, the stem actually cracked, broke, so we used the dirt for the pineapples, and my guess is we'll reuse these as well. The cabbage looks a little dense, but it's still going strong, so I'm leaving it alone. Check out these tomatoes and don't ask me what they are because I have no idea. I just planted tomatoes. Here is the almond tree, still the same, dried as can be. Now here we have acorn squash growing everywhere. I have another baby acorn squash growing there, right? Trellising out. And we have this one growing that way. So eventually I am going to trim it. I'll probably let it go into the hot peppers and then I'm going to trim it because I can't let it continue growing that way. There's no space for it that way. As you can see, the sunflower, not open yet, but it looks great. I still have my 3 acorn squash right here. And apparently they're not done yet. They're supposed to be hot and hollow. I don't see no hot, no hollow. We did harvest it 2 cucumbers yesterday. I see 2 more that I can grab today that was missed yesterday. So there's 3, which I'm gonna harvest right now, actually. Alright, we got 3 little cucumbers today. Of course, I left my tray all the way down there. Smart me. Need to learn how to walk around with that thing. So our plant actually does have acorn in it. Somewhere around here, I did see one. Where did it go? There it is. There's one there. Hopefully it'll make it through. I see 2. That's a baby. So this one, I am going to let continue that way. I'm alright with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it come all the way here. Rotate it this way and then just trim it around here. Because I do want to get as much acorn squash that I can get. Here's the front side. We do have stuff growing. Not sure if that's the seeds or if it's junk from the birds. But I did put a new tomato there today. Stuff is growing. Give you that. I just don't know what's growing yet. Well, obviously we know those are beets. That was kale. More beets. More beets. That's the tomato. Tomato's doing good over here. I think this was more beets or radishes. I don't know. One or the other. And I still don't know how to eat radish, so that's gonna be fun. Here's our mixed lettuce. It's doing great. The basil in the back actually is doing really good. Spinach struggling a bit, and then I put another baby tomato there. And then over here, none of the seeds that I put on this side came out, so I put another tomato there. But these are doing great, and I think this was like parsley and basil, I think, and cilantro. Now over here, people, my seeds are coming in. The watermelon is doing great. I did replant these just now, so I need to water them before they die. These are the tomatoes. My acorn squash doing good. No seed here. No seed here. Tomato, 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 and that one. It's not bad. Alright guys, so I did do your tour for you. Even at this last minute, the video will go up today at like after 5 o'clock, because I gotta edit this thing and that takes forever. But I am gonna water all my seedlings now. I'm hoping that it don't kill them, but they do need water, especially the ones that I transplanted. Besides that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's a full picture of everything that was harvested. And also, what else do I want to tell you? I think that's it. Next week I go for a haircut, so this mess will be gone. But next week we also have Bella's birthday party, and look what's still out here. So we need to get the act together and get rid of all this stuff, pushing it to the side, make sure nobody runs it over, especially my acorn squash. So we got to get the moving on the cleaning, so that'll be this week. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but wish me luck. Maybe I'll do a video on it. I will do the next tour most likely on the same Sunday, because Saturday is Bella's party. So obviously we can't do no tours on Saturday. We're not doing anything that has to do with gardening unless I have to harvest something. So I will obviously take pictures and then show it to you later on. But that's it. Thank you for watching. God bless. Stay cool because it's hot. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye guys.
Put it where? No.
By the stairs. Stairs, full sun. Somewhere where it's not shaded.
Don't come this way. So don't tell me your kids went right here. So from that onwards, you get some.
I guess we'll have to look.
Yes, we'll look.
Welcome back to my channel. Today is Sunday. Oh my goodness. You can put it over here if you want. Yes. And try to dig this up, because obviously nothing grew out of it. The test failed for the potato. So can I do my video first though when I leave here?